Hey guys, what's up? Crazy Puerto Rican here today, back to review Kuroko no Basket Season 3, Episode 13. And well, as you know, the Teiko Arc has finally begun. And it's really cool actually, because Kisei at first is just like, we get a little glimpse of the characters first, how they are. He's like, Murasaki Bara's like, oh, you're so huge, join the volleyball team. Kisei is just with the girls. And well, Aomin is, of course, with Momoi, and Kuroko's just walking around. Well, Midorima's also in there with, they say, holding a phone book, saying that's the lucky item, and they tried to make him go to the book club. They tried to persuade him to the book club, but whatever. So, Kuroko actually had gotten a letter from his friend, and that letter said that, I hope we see each other in a basketball court to keep our promise, yada yada, you know. And then Teiko has its tryouts. And the thing is, to make the Teiko team, it's like really hard. There's the first string that almost nobody gets in, the second string, which is most of the players, and then there is a third string, which is basically like the very last backup. So yeah, anyway, so they start off with the third string, and Kuroko gets called last to the third string, and he's sad because he couldn't make it to the first string. And of course the first string was Aomine, Akashi, Murasaki Bara, and Midorima. Only those four made the first string, and you're like, duh, of course they're gonna make the first string. And the second string, well, it was, you know, a lot of players. So when Kuroko only made the third string, he said, hey, can I go practice after hours? So he's like, yeah, but don't get past your curfew. And he's like, okay, fine. And he starts practicing, and the funny part is when Aomine enters, and he's like, oh my god, I thought you were a ghost, because there were rumors of a ghost being at the gym, but it's just Kuroko, which is kind of like a ghost because he has no presence. So yeah. Anyway, so Akashi goes to meet him because Aomine was practicing with them and was not with the team. So Akashi finds them, and they were like bawling and whatever. And Akashi says, "Come with me," and he tells them some stuff because he thinks that Kuroko is the sixth man he wants, because Akashi wants a sixth man that can produce in the game, you know, not just any sixth man. So Kuroko shows him his skills. Of course, Kuroko cannot shoot at that time in Teiko. Not like now, he has a phantom shot, but he couldn't shoot at that time. So Akashi doesn't really think he's gonna shoot. He just tells him to pass and assist. So yeah. So after that, Kuroko goes to read a book on site, and actually when he reads that book, he goes to Akashi, says, oh, show me, but Kuroko wants to show him in a game. So third string versus second string. So the third string actually has a lead, which is, everyone's like, oh my god, because of Kuroko's passing, and they promote Kuroko back to the first, not back, but they let him go to the first string, you know? And when he's there, Haizaki, of course, he fakes like he's sick, and they start Kuroko, and he's really nervous. Actually, he said this to Furihata in the game against Kisei. You know, he said like that he fell and started nosebleeding, and it actually happened. I was like, damn, this is actually really cool. And after that, when they put him back in, when they put him back in, he passes, but his passes aren't great, and the coach just wants to devote him. They want to go get him back to the third string, but Aomine fights. Aomine is like, put him back in the first string at least one more game, and if not, I'll devote him myself. So yeah. Anyway, so when he does that, Kuroko starts in the second half only, and in that second half, oh my god, his passes to everyone were amazing. A curve to Murasaki Bara, to Midorima, Akashi, and it was amazing. It was a really, really good from Kuroko. So yeah, also the captain of Teiko is awesome. Like, even the coach says, I don't want you to go all out. And It's like, oh, come on, coach. I was like, come on, coach. Don't do that. I want to see the captain of a Teiko team. And it's actually really good. And when the episode ends, it shows Kuroko texting his friend, see you at the Summer Nationals. And you're like, he's like, yeah. And it was pretty cool. Now, the new opening sequence, which is Zero, it's not by Grand Rodeo, it's actually by the voice actor of Kuroko, is amazing. The visuals are awesome, the song is energetic, and it just pumps you up for this beginning of the Teiko Arc, because the Teiko Arc is really, really good, and this is just the first episode. This is my opinion on just the first episode. So yeah, the Teiko Arc is really good so far, and on just one episode. The ending theme, I really didn't care about it, and the soundtrack's still the same, but it's really good. Anyways, this episode was amazing. Great way to start off with the Teiko Arc. Tell me what you guys thought about this episode. Leave your comments below. Remember to subscribe. Later, guys.